And on this week's of Dawes Tales is brought to you by SP Designs, offering wood signs, home decor, and calligraphy services. Everything is homemade and custom made. You can contact Sam on Instagram at ShopSPDesigns and her website, shopspdesigns.com. And hey, don't forget to use promo code Dawes Tales for that extra 10% off.
Welcome, everybody tuning in. And this is Dawes Tales. We'll be getting into tales from heads to tails and telling both sides of the story.
Now, some say that he won a wet t-shirt contest with a black t-shirt on, and that when Paul Coffey looked at the curve of his first hockey stick, he remarked, "Yeah, it's a little much." Your host, Corey Dawes.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to Dawes Tales episode 11.
11.
And the intro, a little different. It's more deeper. And I think everyone can understand why. It's a different voice on the other end. So, doing the intro today, my co-host right now, James.
What's up?
Man, that was great.
That was nice. No wonder. I can see why Steve does that all the time, but that was hard coming up with an intro.
That was going to be my next question to ask. Was it really hard to come up with?
It was. I always give Steve shit, like, a hard time when he's because he gets in the zone, right? He's on his phone, he's writing and rewriting the intro, like, just before we start recording, and I'm thinking to myself, like, man, like just write an intro, like just pull something out of your ass. But man, you can overthink it so easily, and you want it to be good. And man, I have that much more sympathy for the guy.
Oh, for sure. And he does it even, like, throughout the day. Like, sometimes he doesn't come up with it on the spot. Like, he's at work, like, the day of, and he makes it work really, really well. And it's what people love about it.
Oh yeah, I know. And he comes to me sometimes right before we start recording, and he's got a couple of drafts. Like, what do you think of this one? And what do you think of this one? I'm like, oh man, like, dude takes this shit seriously.
Oh man, and he's really, really good at it.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're episode 11 today. Fuck, man, it's been super fucking hot out, and man, so if all our listeners are listening right now, they're gonna think, oh shit, like, this is the first one I've heard in a while, because we didn't record Tuesday. I took the day off of work and the podcast and went to the cottage. And I normally don't go up to the cottage, but the family was going up there for the day, and I don't get to spend a lot of time with them, especially at the cottage. So I went up. We had a great time rolling around, on the fucking ATV that my cousin has up there. Beer on tap, hot tub. Man, it is insane. So, James, you came up, you, as a child, me and you, obviously best friends growing up, come to the cottage on Jack's Lake in beautiful Apsley, Ontario. And so my cousins, after we sold our family one, he bought one just around the corner into a nice, beautiful bay. But kind of spruced it up a bit, big time kind of cottage, right? Like, you can go up there in the wintertime. And it is awesome.
Damn.
So I spent a little too much time out in the sun. I got a little too much sun. A lot going on.
Your scalp has seen better days. I will say that right now.
You were surprised.
I was very surprised.
Man, I was hurting. Here's the thing, though. Like, I put on sunscreen, and I was doing everything right that you're supposed to do in the summertime when the sun is scorching hot.
You had the sunscreen. Did you have the long sleeves? Did you have the sombrero or whatever kind of hat just to cover up?
No, like, I even went with like spandex tights, like, underneath my shorts.
Yeah.
Nice little Lacoste V-neck. But then I got a little too comfortable on the dock.
Yeah.
And then I took the spandex off, and That was the end game. And then my sister got a little too drunk, and then she started chirping me that I wasn't in the water. So I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, all right,
I'll show you.
Like, I'll jump in. Like, I'll jump in right now. So I went into the water, got a little too comfortable, and people just started tossing beers into the water.
Yep.
Beers float.
Imagine that. Thank God for that.
They didn't. I thought I'm gonna go diving down to get them.
Well, I mean, I'm sure many have. Then that's probably why they carbonated them, eh? Like, too many guys were drowning trying to get their beers that they dropped into the lake. They're like, okay, well, we need to do something with this. All right, let's carbonate them so that when guys go swimming, when drunk idiots go swimming and they drop their beer, which is gonna happen, they'll float, and more people will live, and we can keep our sales up. So it's a smart business thing.
Oh, for sure. So like when people are tossing me beers and then it goes like right beside me, I just grab it, crack it open. I'm floating around the fucking lake like there's no tomorrow.
Oh,
I'm having a good time, and then fucking the sun starts peeking out, man. Like, it was a little cloudy, but then the sun starts peeking out, and that's the worst, right?
Oh yeah, I know.
I was wearing water-resistant sunscreen, too.
Yeah. But
I was.
The thing is, though, like, you have to keep reapplying that shit. I didn't. Exactly. That's where people make the mistake. Yeah, dude, like, you got to be on top of that. But you know what? It's hard to do. If you have people just tossing you beers, and you have beers floating around you everywhere, and you're just cracking one here and there just without a care in the world, dude, you lose track of that shit.
You don't really give a fuck, right? Because you're, like, partying, having a good time, conversation, good music going on the dock and everything.
Those are the best, eh?
Man, what a great fucking day.
Man, you know what I've come to realize? The older I get, the more I wish I spent less time in, like, big, loud, noisy clubs where you can't hear a conversation. You can't keep a conversation with someone less than a foot away from you. And it's. I remember looking back at all my memories. The best ones were when it was just like a group of us, and we'd be around a fire, or just like just a handful of us in like in someone's house, and just in a circle at a table, whatever, around a fire, drinking and just shooting the shit. Those were the best times.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
I miss those, man.
Yeah.
I want to do those more.
Yeah, same here.
Like, I don't want to go to a club anymore.
No, I don't either.
Did you ever go to the club?
Oh, yeah.
You went to the club?
I went to the club. I was really into the club scene at one point. You wouldn't have guessed by looking at me at the time.
Like a good dancer?
I wouldn't go that far. I mean, I'm sure.
I can see you kind of going up to like random people and just like twerking.
I'm sure I've done that.
That was me.
Yeah. No, I'm with you in that boat.
I would just back my ass up.
Yep.
And then whoever wanted to hang around, cool.
If they stuck around, then hey, we got some good company.
Yeah.
At least this person has good taste.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you ever go downtown and... What was your place to go to?
Oh man. Wait. So like club or just like pubs?
We never went to like a club together.
No, we never did. Man. Oh my god. Shit. We never. No, they're right. We never did.
And it's like the worst time to start. Because,
I know.
So we just had Stage 3 open here in Ontario, and like bars and everything have opened. Patios have obviously been open for a while now, but. Now, clubs can open, but the thing that I heard that you can't do right now is obviously there's no dancing allowed.
Yeah.
So you can't dance.
Which makes sense, but it's just like, why the fuck do you have a club open then?
Right, so there's music going, and then like, what are you going to do, like dance by yourself in like a little fucking circle?
I remember one time in grade 8, you were dancing by yourself, and you had your arms wrapped around... No, you were dancing with your wallet that had the picture of your girlfriend at the time.
Where was she at the time? Do you remember?
She went to a different high school.
Oh, right.
She went to... Wait a minute. Oh, this was back in grade 8? No, I don't remember when this was.
I know what you mean, though.
I can't this was way back. Anyways, she went to a different school, and I remember, like, everyone's, like, dancing with someone, and we look over at you, and you're like, in the corner, your back is turned to us, and we're like, Corey, who are you dancing with? And you're just like my girlfriend, you pull it, and you just have, like, this little wallet with a wallet-sized photo of her. And I think even some of the girls were just like, aw, and we knew you were just dicking around, so we were like all laughing and shit. But I'm pretty sure some of the girls were like, oh my god, that's so beautiful. Like,
I wish I had someone to do that for me.
Oh, I wish someone. Yeah, it's like, okay, well, fuck, take a picture of yourself and give it to me. I'll dance with it, because Lord knows I don't have the courage to dance with you myself.
So I started the whole thing pretty young, like trying to like wheel and deal.
You were the first one in our group, group of friends that got a girlfriend, and we were all fucking fascinated by it. We were fascinated by that shit.
Because who thinks that I'm gonna do that?
Well, we kind of No, we kind of do that though.
I did it.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you were rambunctious, I think is the right word, 100%. And not to mention you had abs and a full head of hair back in the day. No offense, but like
the fucking flow, bud.
You had the flow, and you were obsessed. There was the time,
flow.
You know when you were obsessed with the Hansons?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Do you remember who I was obsessed with though? It's a good trivia question.
Yeah, no, you were obsessed with the drummer.
Name?
I don't remember his name. I remember any of their names. I know their last name.
Yeah.
I know their fucking last name. But yeah, no, you were obsessed.
Zach.
Is it Zach?
Zach.
That sounds like the youngest brother name.
Yeah.
That sounds like a younger brother name for sure. But yeah, because you kept your flow. Like you made a point to make sure to check on your abs and your flow whenever you got the chance. And well, fuck! Apparently, it worked out. You were the first one among us to
get
the
girlfriend.
Use. Yeah,
get the girl.
Oh yeah. And we were just like, there was definitely part of me was just like, it makes sense, but how? How the fuck does he do it? But anyways,
a lot of people that ask me like now, like this day and age, like how do you talk to girls or like how do you get girls and stuff?
Yeah, that's
like,
me.
I don't know, man. I'm just me. Like, I'm just me, man. Like, I don't try to put on an act. I don't put on a front.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm just me.
I think it goes to show, and I've said this before, I think it just goes to show that if you're just, like, unapologetically and genuinely yourself, like, polarizingly yourself, you just don't give a shit, and you don't care about...
Don't give a shit.
You don't know, exactly, and that's actually one of your better qualities. If I was to ever give you a legit compliment, it would be that, and I'm sure I've given you that compliment.
You didn't do that last podcast, though. Remember we played the game?
Yeah,
like, you could have said something nice like that.
Yeah, but I'm not going to do that on air while you're, like, trying to pry it out of us. Like, and I have to deal with the shame of losing a trivia question, and then as salt to an open wound, I have to give you a fucking compliment.
Yeah.
You on the other side of the table with your smug little smirk, sipping your fucking wine, like knowing that you're my bitch right now. Fucking.
I have you for the hour of this podcast. You are mine.
You are mine. There's no escape.
Like, do you have like a favorite memory of like us like growing up?
Yeah,
like can you think of something?
Yeah. So I remember, back to the cottage. Like it's
okay.
Yeah,
we're going back to the cottage.
Yeah.
Dope.
By the way, can I just say it's weird to think of your sister being drunk? Like I still think of her as like that. Like
so fucking
innocent
annoying.
Little like
so fucking annoying when she's drunk. Oh my god, man! It is ridiculous how annoying she is when she's drunk.
I can just picture it.
Okay, just before you go into the story, I just have to say, when she was drunk, this is her. So she drank a full bottle of wine, like a girl's night out, like kind of like juicy flavor or whatever, or fruity flavor, and. I said to her, I'm like, fuck, I really want to go into the hot tub. And then everyone's like, why? It's so hot out. I'm like, I just want to relax the muscles. That's it. I just want to relax. So she was like, I'll go up with you. And then her boyfriend was there too. And then he was like, yeah, like I'll join as well. I'm like, cool.
I'm still adjusting to that too, that she has a boyfriend as well. Like
fucking
it's just
awesome
it's
that's
good.
Fucking beauty.
That's good.
Guy.
I remember when you first told me that, I'm like, okay, like how is he though? Is he like, are we gonna have to?
Yeah, he's a fucking gem.
Okay, good. As long as he's a gem. Anyways, sorry.
So we got up to the hot tub and I start feeling the sun on my skin. Like I start feeling like the burn and stuff. So I'm like, I'm not getting in this. So I go inside, and then what my cousin has inside the cottage is a arcade game called Golden Tee. And it's a golf game. So it's a golf arcade game. So producer Hobby's doing the motions in the back of you. You have the ball, and then you hit the ball, and you kind of like give like a motion of like swinging it, like hitting it up, right?
Right.
And then you do all that kind of stuff. So he's got like a big screen TV and like in front of him. It's fucking huge, man. Like this thing is out of this world. So I'm playing that. My sister's in the hot tub all fucking drunk, and she's like, Corey, come outside, Corey. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to be a part of this. I'm fucking sober.
Ooh.
And this is not me. Like, I'm not the sober one at a place like this. Like, at the cottage, I took it easy, man. Like, I took it easy for the day. I was relaxing. I was just trying to enjoy. And, yeah, man, she just super fucking annoying when she's drunk.
Yeah,
I don't know how anyone deals with that kind of shit.
Like I said, I can see it. She is related to you after all.
That's very true. I'll give her that.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, we're annoying people when we're drunk.
Yeah, but that's a situation you don't want to be in with someone. Like when someone is like a super annoyingly drunk and you're the sober one. It helps when you're at least a little buzzed, because then, like I said, you tend to give less shits, and then you can deal with it better. But yeah, that sucks. But just
the memory. I want to hear
I
want to hear the memory.
And it's not long. It's super quick, and it doesn't seem like at face value, it doesn't seem like a really big memory, like a great memory. But I just remember when you and me fishing off your neighbor's docks. We were trying to get a pickerel. And wait, am I supposed to say walleye or pickerel because I'm Canadian? I never remember.
It is like the technical term. Like I heard,
it's
is
a green
walleye.
It's a green. Christ, yeah, it's green pickerel, green perch. I don't know the technical name. Anyways, we were trying to get one of those. And I remember we found a dead frog, and I remember we used that as bait. And I remember the second you were the guy with the rod, I was the guy with the net. I was the net guy, and when we had the plan and everything, you were going to bring it in. I would I'd scoop it. And keep in mind, we're like 14 at the time, so we don't know fuck all about fishing. So I remember what you cast the thing at. The second that thing hit the water, you get a big fucking hit. And it was a walleye. I know for a fact it was a walleye because as you
say pickerel. I like pickerel.
Sorry, let's go with pickerel. Yeah, big pickerel. You're reeling it in, and I know it was a pickerel because as you reeled it in, we could see the silhouette of we're on the dock, right? I could see the silhouette of the thing.
Oh yeah.
And it was huge. Like it was a good how many pounds?
Yeah,
like
it's a big boy.
It was a good. It was at least a good foot and a half, approaching 2 feet in length. And I remember it was just out of length to get the fucking net. Like it was too deep. And I remember you brought it up just a little bit more. Perfect. I go down to give it the scoop. Line breaks.
Yeah, I remember that.
And you lost your shit.
Yeah.
We had very different reactions. I was there just in shock. Yeah. Like I was just saying nothing.
Yeah.
Still holding the net, and you were just losing your fucking mind. Like, but
it was a big boy.
It was a big boy. Yeah, that would have. But that is the memory that stands out to me from when we were growing up.
Really.
And again, nothing special, nothing really particularly crazy about it. But it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, that's a memory I'm going to remember for a long time.
Oh yeah, man.
It was a significant moment. The one that got away. The true one that got away.
Right?
Yeah.
Like for me, that got away.
Yeah.
Like I remember that actually.
I think it's because I'm kind of scarred by it, to be honest.
Yeah, we gotta get back up there and like try to get some
redemption. Yeah. Redemption. Yeah.
Even when we go up to the cottage, I invited you to one of my coworkers' cottages.
Yeah. And that's fun too.
Didn't get anything.
I got one smallmouth.
You got one smallmouth?
Yeah. Well, remember that?
No, I don't.
Oh no, I think you were hungover. You were too hungover and you were asleep. And
yeah, that's the night when I died and then came back to life.
Yeah, you literally got resurrected because there's
that's been on the podcast a few times. I think Steve.
Yeah, probably. There was no other way you were getting up other than you getting resurrected because you were, from the footage I saw, you were dead.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I caught smallmouth.
My favorite memory of us growing up, actually, it's a little weird.
That pretty much sums up our childhood.
Yeah, it was me, you, and Johnny, our buddy Johnny.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe third shout out to Johnny on this podcast. Yeah. We'll get him on soon. We talked about this before.
We gotta get the old band back together.
Right? We got to do it.
Yeah. Can I say really quickly? Yeah. I think I know where you're going with this, but I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
But yeah, keep going.
Okay, yeah. So I think it was like one night, like we're up at like your place. And we set up. We wanted to like camp outside. Do you know where I'm going with this now?
I think I do.
Oh shit! It's super weird too because, I mean, it's like 3 dudes, but like whatever.
I know where you're going with this.
So like we're all just like chilling out and stuff, and then I think it was me. I snuck a nudie mag from my father.
Oh.
And we took turns into the tent to like watch look at pictures in like the nudie mag.
What? Oh no, this is not the memory I'm thinking of.
Oh, maybe you were there, but maybe you weren't like involved in the like.
it sounds like something I wouldn't involve myself in at that age.
Just like me and John. Like John's like, do you want to go first or should I go first? I'm like, well, I don't know, man. I'm like, do you think you'll be quicker? And he's like, I don't know. Do you think you'll be quicker?
You're measuring your stats on how quickly you guys can nut.
Yeah, I was like, I think you should go first, man. Like, enjoy this moment. It's a beautiful night. Like, just do your thing. So like he did it, and then he's like, yeah, go to this page. I was like, oh, thanks. So yeah, that was one of my favorite moments, to be honest. And then
nothing like,
I don't know what you were doing at the time, but
I was probably freaking out because you guys had a nudie magazine, and because you understand, like, you know me back in the day, I was a worrywart. Like if I saw side boob, I'd freak out. But just the fact that I just love how friendship is two friends sharing an 80s Playboy magazine.
That's a beautiful thing.
But you want to know where I thought you were going to go with that? Was the night that we had the video camera.
Okay.
And I had like a little toy crossbow.
Recording ourselves doing a solo performance.
Oh god, yeah. I'm surprised it didn't get to that point.
I would have done it.
But we basically oh my god. And the fact my mom found this video. We had that little plastic crossbow and just shot like little suction cup arrows, like tiny plastic things. But we like take turns like pulling our pants down, and we'd shoot it at each other's nuts, and just that was it. Yeah, or at the ass, or at the nipple. And
I remember that.
You remember that? Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah, and
we tried to like recreate like the Jackass.
Yeah, that's what it was. We tried to do the Jackass thing, and I actually had like a raccoon hat on, just going full. What's the guy, like Farley Mowat?
Oh yeah,
I was doing that.
Right.
And I shot Johnny in the ass, but my mom found that tape, and she's like, do you want to explain this to me? I'm like, what? What are you guys doing? Getting naked in front of each other, shooting each other with the crossbow. I was like, oh, we were just. I don't know.
It's a normal thing to do, Mom.
Yeah.
Get off my back.
Get with it, Karen.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Exactly.
But
there's a lot of those Karen videos going around.
Oh, I know, right?
There's going to be a shit ton more.
They're evolving.
Things get more insane.
I swear to God, they're evolving. Like, they're getting crazier. Like, these fucking broads are getting crazier and crazier.
I think it's hilarious. I love when people post them.
Oh, it's fucking gold.
I'm not going to lie.
It's like, absolute gold.
If Peterborough does the whole, like, mandatory, like, mask thing, there's going to be, 1,000 Karens, like, a day in this small town. And for me, working with the public every day, I'm going to see it more often than anyone could ever imagine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I feel sorry for you, for anyone who works in a dry cleaner, or, like, places where, like 40-plus women go to, like, on a daily basis. So they're just going to they're going to overshare everything. And just because they see you regularly, they think you're close enough. They think you're close enough friends they can share all their fucking trauma, their fake trauma with you. Yeah.
It's going to happen.
I don't envy you. This is why I like the job I do, where I'm just by myself for majority of my shift. I don't have to deal with stupid bullshit like that.
Oh, man. I wish I had that.
Yeah. And it's worse because of where we are, because of all the retirement homes. Well, yeah, we have a lot of old people around, like a lot of old, like, entitled
people come here to die.
Yeah,
let's be real.
But they bring their, like, entitled baggage with them, and we got to put up with that shit, So
100%.
So
Are you like a gym guy, like stage 3? Like now you can go to gyms.
Yeah.
Have you been yet?
No, but I'm getting. Me and my buddies are getting a membership on Tuesday.
Where?
House Fitness downtown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where's that?
Downtown. It's on the corner of Charlotte and Elmer. It used to be called 24/7 Family Fitness.
Oh, cool. Okay, so it changed names.
They did, yeah. They rebranded it. It's still the same size, but it looks great and it's doing really well.
Yeah.
It's awesome because it's small enough that you don't need to book an appointment like you have to with like Good Life and bigger gyms like that. But they do have a what's the word I'm looking for? Maximum capacity though. Like it's only like 20 some odd people in the gym at a time, and it's not a rule that's in place, but you are encouraged to keep your workout to an hour, which I totally get. And you gotta wear
a mask?
No, not when you work out, but when you enter and when you're in the change room. It's encouraged, like I said, that's the word they use in their site. It's encouraged that you wear a mask,
right.
Which I have no problem with. I think that's great.
you should wear a mask.
I know.
I'm one of those guys where I think you should wear a mask.
Oh, 100%.
Right?
100%.
Like, you don't want to be the dude that doesn't wear a mask.
Yeah.
Then you look like a fucking douchebag.
Yeah. You know what you could do? Just invest in an altitude mask. And there you go. And you get a
with
better...
like the vents and
yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah,
that's what I want
right.
at work. Like right now, I think that would be fucking dope to look at.
but you're in like a 3-piece suit. You'd be sweating your ass off.
That's cool. But then you like I could be like talking like Bane.
You should have bought this ring.
See? That's fucking dope. That's way better than my impression. That was an embarrassment.
Can we order one? Can we order a pair?
I think you've seen them like on like Instagram or not Instagram, fucking Amazon, like right? Like you see them on there.
All the time.
Yeah, for
well,
sure.
they really grew in popularity these past few years, you know?
So my gym is just before the pandemic started, I started doing Fit for Less.
Right.
And so now, from what I understand from reading the emails, you have to wear a mask when you're there. Like, even if you're like working out and shit, you gotta wear a mask.
Yeah, I know.
I'm cool with it, man. Because when I go there, like I like a little bit of cardio, but now I'm gonna hit the weights, man.
Yeah.
I want to hit the weights like a motherfucker.
Dude, do it.
I'm gonna do it, man.
Honest to God, resistance training is still underrated for people who want to just lose weight. Like people still have this false misconception. Don't get me wrong, cardio has its place. You do need. Cardio is an important aspect. Like it's good for your heart. Like if you actually want to, like if you're having trouble like with just daily functions and you're losing your breath, this is where cardio really shines. But people still heavily associate it with losing weight. But weight training is the way to go. You don't have to go crazy on cardio. Like do a little bit of cardio, but like honest to God, focus more of your energy on resistance training and weights and shit. And that's going to get you the results. Again, talking about losing body fat here, that's going to get you the results way faster than just cardio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can't just do cardio. You gotta fucking lift weights.
You gotta find a nice balance between the two.
Have you gone out? Well, like other than like coming here and doing the podcast, like your bubble, like here, like work, like is there anything else going on? Like are you going downtown, like patios or anything like that?
Oh, dude, I am so
like, no, like swingers parties or anything like that. Keychain and fishbowl.
Dude,
I drove James like shit. I'm for a fucking serious pounding tonight.
Hey, I am so self-conscious right now, like dead ass. I am so self-conscious of like the weight that I've gained since quarantine started, that it's like I've only just put myself recently in like the proper mental space to go and actually start to go out to a gym, like having to go out in public to get to a gym to actually start getting my ass in gear again. You know what I mean?
Right. But
like I've hung out with a couple of buddies here and there, but we've just been up at my place, at my folks' place, and we go up to my folks' place and just have a swim. So which is good because that's definitely helped get me out of like my little mental funk, just being around like friends and shit.
Totally.
And doing this, obviously.
Yeah.
But no, as far as like going out to places, no, I've golfed. Like I've golfed a couple times. That's about it. So no patios, no bars.
Right.
It's been a hobbit's life for sure.
Right, for sure. Yeah, I haven't really done much. A few patios after some like golf games or something. But
Right.
that's literally about it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so now we're gonna actually switch over. We have a reoccurring guest on here today that we're very excited for, and let me tell you, our viewers love this person. So we're going to switch it over here.
I've heard good things.
And we're going to introduce a certain someone.
Yes.
So we're going to welcome on Sam. Thanks for coming back.
I'm back, bitches. Thanks for...
Yeah.
That was fucking awesome. I wasn't expecting that.
I know, you were imitating me earlier. I am back.
Like, hold on. Let me see if I can try. I'm back, bitches.
Oh, uncanny. Uncanny. I don't
That was
know.
pretty close.
I don't even know why. You know what? She could probably just leave and we just have you as an imposter and no one will tell the difference. Yeah.
No one will actually know.
Yeah, no. They wouldn't suspect a thing.
So we got Sam back on the podcast. One of our best podcasts that we've had that people actually love and listen to, and then actually said, hey, I need that girl back on. I said, well, it's going to happen. I just need it to come at a later date because I have a lot of people booked for the time, so just be patient.
That's exciting, though, that you have guests other than me.
Well, I thought, yeah. Well, you seem surprised. I don't know if I'm a big fan of that statement.
I think we're a little bit surprised.
I guess, come on.
Did I mention I have a list now?
So Sam brought an awesome sign for us that she donated to the podcast that we're super thrilled for and super excited for. And you'll see it. Producer Hop's going to post it on Instagram. I'm going to have it on my Instagram. I'm assuming, Sam, you'll probably have it on your
I'll have
Instagram.
it on mine. Probably both of my Instagrams.
You have two?
Well, my sign Instagram.
Oh, right, yeah.
And my personal one.
I was like, okay, ease up on the ego a bit. You don't need two as a human.
I was going to say, there's too much ego already sitting across from me right now. We can't handle more than that.
No, but you have SP Designs and then you have your own.
Yes.
So you're going to put it on both.
Probably. You never know.
So I think Hop asked it, producer Hop asked the question when we weren't recording, but what were the steps onto making this sign?
Trying to figure out what you wanted was the hardest part.
Did I make it hard?
Yes.
Well, no one knows what you want.
I know.
No one wants to know what you want.
I didn't actually pick the backwood for it. Steve
No. So, your logo that you sent me has a gray background. So I'm assuming you wanted gray. I assumed you wanted just exactly what your logo looked like.
did. Right.
And so I'm assuming it's going to be gray. And you'll all see the picture. It's got this espresso brown background.
I just
not
like
at
the
all.
espresso sound to it. I think it sounds
It's
super...
espresso, not espresso.
What did I say?
Yeah.
Espresso.
And then what is it?
Espresso.
And then what did I say?
Fuck you.
Why am I constantly correcting your grammar? That's all I do here.
Every single cast, you just do that.
He's like-
But I nailed calligraphy.
You did. And actually, when I was listening to one of the podcasts, I think it was episode 9, and you said, I can't even say this word, sommelier?
Oh, Somalia.
Yeah. I can't even say that word.
Sommelier.
Yeah. Do you know what it is, James?
I should. I know that word. 100%.
Okay. Well,
Somalia.
if you know it 100%, then you should tell me right off the bat.
Oh,
that
excuse
you know
me.
what it
I've
is.
heard it. Listen to you. No, I've heard of that word before. Why? I'm thinking of Somalia, the country, but that's not. I don't think. Yeah, that has nothing to do with this word.
Not even close.
Is it just the French pronunciation of Somalia? I don't fucking know.
No.
Okay.
Do you want to know what it is?
Yes, I do.
Producer Hop, do you know what it is?
Fuck.
Shaking his head that he doesn't know. Fucking stupid people that work here, eh?
Right?
Don't even fucking
I know.
what it means. Did you know what it meant before I said it?
Yes.
It's somebody that makes wine.
Oh.
Yes. So that's what kind of I want to do.
So someone
later
that-
on in life, I want to be a sommelier.
So if someone works at a vineyard, you have a bunch of sommeliers. Are you telling me that you can have a bunch of sommeliers working at a vineyard? Is that?
Kind of.
Does that work?
It's not a lot of people that work there. It's
Okay.
one or two people that actually do the produce the wine.
Right.
And then everyone else there'll be a corking station,
Yeah.
the bottle making and everything like that.
The
But,
tasting.
Yeah, for
That's what you'd go for.
for old school, when you see videos and stuff of people taking their shoes and socks off, or if they had socks back in the day, you're going into the tub and stuff and squashing the fruit and everything.
Oh, that I know. I see where you're
Do you know what I
going.
mean?
Yeah.
That's what I want
Oh,
to do.
okay, okay.
Yeah, I want to feel that between my toes. Is that weird?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's it's weird, but I'm not surprised at all.
That I want to do that?
Yeah, I think that's the only reason why you started drinking wine. It's this has been in contact with someone's toe.
Ew, this is so gross.
This is getting totally out of line right now. Okay, so you made the sign, Sam. Walk everyone through the
Right.
steps.
So
Just
once
do
I
it.
figured out what Corey wanted, I almost got your name wrong there. Sorry. It's okay. You
Everyone
still call
does
me
that.
Signs by Sam.
Yeah, everyone does that.
Once I figured out what you wanted, then I had to get the wood cut, and then I had to stain it, let the stain dry. Then I had to draw it on there, and that took a long time because I do it all by hand. And then I had to paint it. I think the part that took the longest was probably putting the microphone and the headphones on there because they're very detailed. So anything that's detailed, especially on wood, it's hard to paint.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
But they look good though. Those two features of that sign, I think they're the ones that stand out the most. Because
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it definitely shows the time that went into those. Because like I said earlier, I didn't know a lot about what you did. I just knew that you made signs. So here I'm thinking that you have like, access to like a 3D printer that's going to print off this, like, that's essentially going to print out this sign. But no, like you come in and you flash this hand
You painted that?
I painted it.
Yeah,
by
she
hand.
painted that. And that's
What did you think that I do?
you should probably know what your own sponsor is.
Like, I listen. Like, I really do. It's just like...
He tries.
Like, in... Like, where the black is, like, out the... Like, the white line, like, you painted in that? Like,
Yes.
the black?
Yes.
And you didn't go outside the lines?
No. Because I'm not in grade 3.
It's like a kid watching his dad take the jar off the pickle. The pickle jar, the lid off the pickle jar for the first time. But you didn't struggle at all. It just popped off. Like, what's your secret? Just like
I would have went outside the lines like multiple times. Like there'd be so much wood behind me.
that's why you didn't.
Not like
try.
male wood, but like actual like wood.
There'd be male wood.
And I'd be like, oh, like I gotta do this again,
Yeah, probably.
which I could
I
not
have to have a
do.
really steady hand, you know?
A really good hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
I'm actually
like that.
I'm actually surprisingly shaky. So people are surprised when they find out I do signs because my hands like I'm really shaky.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you hold your one hand like with you steady with like the other one?
No.
Like that scene from Liar Liar where he's trying to write with the
Yeah.
pen.
No,
She's just having convulsions, like just like write it all, break it off.
that would be me. I could not
Yeah.
do that, man, whatsoever. It's a beautiful sign. I'm not gonna lie.
It's amazing.
And our viewers, listeners, myself, Steve, when he sees this, everyone's going to be fucking shocked. So thank you very much. That means a lot to
You
this
are
podcast.
very welcome. I was happy to donate it. And I'm actually really happy that Steve picked the espresso color because it actually does really make the letters pop.
Did you
I
say
was-
espresso?
Espresso.
I think I thought I heard espresso.
I
Okay,
said
just checking.
Espresso.
So what is it?
Fuck you.
What did I say?
Well,
It's
the word
coffee.
doesn't have an X in it, so don't say espresso.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
That's just me. Like
Just-
I shouldn't say stuff like that.
No.
I should know my grammar.
You should.
By now.
You don't.
Keyword being you should.
I don't.
Yeah.
Last time you were on, Sam, what has changed? What's new?
Oh.
Like a lot?
Oh, I can't wait to get
not
this.
really like a lot. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot going on at the time, but now there's even less.
But like more has opened. So you just have like a boring life?
Well, I mean, what exactly do you want to know about? Do you want to know about my work? Do you want to know about
Okay,
my
so-
signs, or do you want to know about dating?
Okay, so
Yes.
let's break
All
it
the
down.
above.
All of the above.
Let's break it down here.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go work.
Yep.
How? Okay, not like actual like job, like like SP.
Signs, yeah.
Let's go SP right
Okay.
now. So how's that going?
It's still going good. It's steady. Always like orders on the go.
So what are the orders like right now? Like what are we
I
producing?
mean, there's no like specific holidays or anything going on right now, so it's just like random people ordering stuff for their houses. I have someone who is getting married in September. They didn't know what was going to go on with their wedding, so they actually ordered some hangers that they want the calligraphy on the hangers.
Nailed
with,
it.
Ooh.
Yep. With the bridesmaids' names on it. So like little things like that.
And what else?
I just finished some like wood hanging things for some Lakefield dental office, and so I dropped those off this week. They didn't even actually have any writing on them. They were just like wood hanging things for pictures.
Wood hanging things.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's like picture frames kind of. Like it was just like wood, and then they had little clips on them where you could clip pictures to it.
You
I'm doing
sound.
pretty good with not giggling too much when she says wood.
Oh, God. I was about to say you did so well with calligraphy and sounding professional, and then like the wood hanging things. Like, oh, damn it,
You lost us.
you lost.
Yeah. Yeah, not professional anymore.
So with the wedding ones, like what do they want? Like what can you give us like a detail of like what the wedding one you're working on?
Yeah, I
Like
just
what it
told
says?
you. Were you listening?
What does it say?
What do you do again? By the
What? Where do you?
wait,
what do
you make
do?
signs? Can you make us a sign like
So
that one?
It's not a sign, right? They ordered hangers,
Hangers.
right, for the
yes.
dresses for the bridesmaids. So
Okay.
then they look nice in pictures because they have the girls' names calligraphied on them. I don't even know if that's the right way to use
Isn't
that word.
embroidered? Is that
No.
the? No?
No, I think that's when you like stitch a name,
Oh, okay.
you know?
Yeah.
So you're doing the painting
Yeah,
within the lines,
within the lines.
not going out of the lines.
Exactly.
That's what
Man.
amazes him the most.
Yeah.
Okay, so work's going pretty well.
It is
SP's
going well.
going really well. Other than wedding ones, like wedding signs, like what else is there?
Actually, I signed up to do a free watercolor course, so I can expand my craft a little bit. Do
Okay.
you know what watercolors are?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, for the viewers that don't know, just explain to them what it is, and then we'll all be on the same page.
Smooth.
Good one. Good
Nice,
one.
nice.
Nice little way to
We gotta
slide
give
that
you,
in.
yeah, we gotta give you kudos for that one.
It's just like a type of paint. Like it's one of the like mediums, I guess. And so I don't know like the actual like ways to describe this, but it's a different style of painting. What I used was acrylic to paint your sign. That was acrylic paint. Watercolor looks more like watered down. It's not something that I'm as familiar with or as comfortable using, so that's why I'm taking a course on how to do it.
I feel like that's something that Bob Ross uses. Was that? I wonder if that's watercolor. That
I'm sure he
uses.
can do watercolor, but I think he did more acrylic and
Did-
oils.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know what that any means.
Oh, just you know who Bob Ross was?
Nope.
What?
Yeah, I was gonna say you're in a lot of people's
The
bad books.
curly
Right?
hair.
Yeah, the original Afro,
No clue.
sporting guy.
No.
With the beard. He had this. Well, you remember Art Attack, right? You know the show Art
love
Attack.
Art
Yeah.
Attack.
So think of him as like the original Art Attack guy. Like he had what did his show? His show ran like in the 80s. Was that when he was like kind of in his prime?
Yeah, that may be when it started. But like,
Yeah.
I wasn't really around in the 80s.
No, none of us were. But like he blew up and all these videos. And all he did was he just had a canvas and like a palette, and he would just paint like these amazing like landscaping portraits and. Yeah, and
You would just watch him paint it, and it was amazing how it unfolded.
But he would like talk as well, and it would just soothe you.
Doesn't sound fun. Doesn't sound soothing.
There's like memes about it now. You've probably seen memes, but
Yeah.
again, you don't know what it is.
Like
Nope.
like he would have these expressions, which was like we're gonna put like if he made a mistake, he'd like that we don't make mistakes, we make happy accidents. And then the memes came out just like my parents. When I asked my mom if I was a mistake, she said, "You were a happy accident." It's like, thanks, Bob Ross.
Oh, I'm gonna use that now.
Oh
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
what
so I was a happy accident.
you were a happy
Oh, were
accident.
you?
Like literally, I was a happy accident.
There you go.
Are you sure it was happy and not just a mistake?
I wasn't the cum stain that dripped down the
It was-
leg.
oh.
I was a happy accident.
Jesus Christ.
Editing that out.
Hey, good time. Move on to dating life. No.
Oh, let's do that.
Oh,
That's
fuck.
a great transition, James.
Shit.
Thank you very much.
Sorry about
Yes,
this.
thank you. Yeah.
Gross.
Okay. Sam,
Take it away.
Take it
floor is yours. Dating,
So-
COVID, COVID-19.
Well, last time I was here, I mentioned I was talking to someone.
Yep.
And we hadn't met yet. So after the last time I did the podcast, we actually met later that week. He had actually just gotten out of rehab,
For
alcoholism
okay.
and depression.
If it was like sex addiction, would you be like more like happy about it?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Continue.
Anyway,
Let's say someone I knew, not me, making that clear, but someone I knew had a sex addiction. Should they, not me, should they get that sort of, yeah, they should have to get, oh, okay, I'll let them know.
So he got out of rehab for alcohol.
yeah, and we had been talking while he was in there. Whatever, I was okay with that.
You can have phones in there?
Yeah,
Jeez.
I know.
Sign me up tomorrow.
While he takes a sip of his beer.
That's what was keeping him back. It wasn't having to get the alcohol. But
me up.
I can't live without myself. You can have the counter said, sir, you can have yourself. Oh well, here, take the Stella. Just give me my Android.
Yeah, okay, continue. Yeah, go on.
So anyways, that was fine. We met. We went out on the Thursday, and then he asked me out again on the Friday. We went for dinner. It all went well. So I thought. Didn't see him. This was the Thursday, Friday. Didn't see him the Saturday or Sunday, but we still spoke. The Sunday night, we made plans for the Monday night. And then Monday, he started being all weird. Right? This is where it kind of starts to go downhill.
This is where we all sit and we really listen now at this point. You can feel the shift in the wind.
So he then what happened? So of course I'm like, well, are we still hanging out tonight or what? Because I don't want to wait around all day and I can't make other plans. I'm still thinking this is on. And he said, oh, I'm not feeling too well. Can we reschedule for tomorrow? So I'm like, okay, that's fine. Assuming he's not feeling well physically. So we reschedule for Tuesday. Tuesday rolls around. Still haven't really heard from him. He's not really talking too much. Then he messages me. I finally hear from him and he tells me he's not doing well, mentally. He's had a rough couple days, hasn't really left his room. Knowing where he just came from a week before, I'm like, that's understandable. Trying to be really supportive and patient, right? Let me know if you need anything, I'll give you a bit of space. We canceled our plans for that night.
Nice.
The next day was Canada Day. Literally didn't hear from him at all that day. I messaged him to say Happy Canada Day. If you need anything, let me know, I'm here. Crickets. Thursday, he basically ghosted.
And that's what it's been since then?
Yep.
Just nothing?
Silence.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
I have a lot of questions.
Well, actually, Thursday what happened is Thursday morning I saw him on Bumble.
Oh.
Yeah, which he hadn't been on there. He had deleted, so that's where we met, and we had been talking, and I saw that he had deleted, obviously, his profile. And if you've been on Bumble, Corey, I know you have, you can tell when people have deleted their account. He's struggling with his sunburn over here.
Well, you're starting to talk about dating apps, oh geez, he's got
he's like crap.
Sunburn's hurting. Sunburn's hurting.
You gonna be all right?
Yeah, he'll be okay.
So,
Get a few more Stellas into you, and it'll fix you right up.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I see him on Bumble, so I called him out on it. I just said, back online dating again, I see. Have you ever had someone do that to you?
And he's like,
I do it all the time.
He's like,
did I have someone do that to me? That's me.
Oh shit. He's like, shit, she noticed.
And he tried to tell me that he was actually just on there deleting his account, but they were all new pictures, one of which he had sent me on the weekend of his new haircut. Specifically, he told me he got a haircut, and I was like, let's see, and he sends me a picture. That picture was now on his Bumble profile, and he's there telling me that he was just on there deleting. I'm not stupid. Don't talk to me like I'm stupid. That's what I hate the most, you know? And then he said, I don't have a lot of time to organize my stuff before I go back to work. Bullshit.
Yeah, no.
And then it's, I really shouldn't be jumping into something, so soon after, I just, got out of, treatment or whatever. I understand that. But I said, well, online dating is not the way to go about that.
Yeah, really.
Oh, my God, I get it.
Do you now?
I thought, all this is going on when he was, out?
He was out.
Oh,
we had
wasn't
met twice.
I thought this was all going on when he was in.
No.
I'm like, how do you get all this freedom when you're in rehab?
Do you listen?
How did you go out to dinner? There's alcohol there when he's in rehab. My God.
Yeah, no, we literally went out on 2 dates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then he ghosted.
He ghosted.
Never heard from him.
No, he just kind of went silent. And I messaged him a few days later, and I was just like, I messaged over Facebook because then I could see when he would obviously read
when it's read.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't know if he's blocked my number, whatever, who knows. And I just said, are you ready to have a conversation yet? Offer some kind of explanation. And it was just silence. He read it, left me on read.
That sucks.
How do you unread something?
No. He oh my God. No, he left her on red. You were You
know how that's a thing now? People say I got left on red.
Yeah.
I'm not down with it.
No, it sucks. It's a fucking terrible feeling.
Oh, you've done it. You've had it
I've
happen
had
to you.
it happen to me.
Oh man.
Yeah. No, I've never left someone on red. To be fair, I've been in a similar situation where I was the guy. Mm-hmm. We had
You were a woman beforehand?
For fuck's sake. Yeah, did you not know this about me?
That's cool, man. You do.
Yeah, thanks, dude. I appreciate the support. Anywho.
Producer Hobbs is shaking his
head. We're all, I'm sure all the viewers are as well. It's oh my God. But no, I remember we were messaging on Tinder, and it went well, and then we kind of met up. But when we met up, for some reason, make a long story short, I lost the spark in it.
Yeah.
but the next day, I was kind of beating around the bush about it, and then she finally called me and was like, "What you're saying is making no sense." And then finally, I just came clean. I was like, "Okay, listen, like I don't know how to, say this without being like coming off as rude or whatever." But like, you know, when we met, I honestly just like I just lost it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But honestly,
It happens.
Exactly. Yeah.
I would rather someone be straight up honest about it instead of just ghost. It's gonna hurt regardless.
Yep.
But like, just give me some kind of explanation because I'm obviously gonna personalize it, right?
Yeah. Well, it's like the Band-Aid. It's like the Band-Aid metaphor. Like you're better off just to rip it off, right? Which is just telling, like, just being straight up with the person than just like letting it kind of drag out because. You don't get over being ghosted as quickly as you do someone just telling you, "Hey, I'm not interested."
Yeah.
Like it's you get closure basically.
It's literally
what I mean?
the worst thing to do to someone is to ghost someone.
Oh, but then he doesn't delete me off of social media. He doesn't delete me off Facebook or Instagram.
Well, yeah, he's waiting for all the fucking pics to come out. Come on! You're fucking laying by the pool bikini like he wants to see it. Like, fucking get into the zone.
But
I mean, yeah, sounds fair. Sounds fair.
but anytime in the past, anytime someone has ghosted me, I get deleted like right around the same time.
On all social media?
Yeah.
That's the problem with people nowadays. Okay?
But there's a lot of problems with people nowadays.
Just listen to what I gotta say.
But this one's
Okay, this will be good.
That's the thing. People get on the dating websites and then, like Tinder, Bumble, whatever it is, Hinge, Coffee Meets Bagel, whatever it is.
Right.
Is that
Okay.
actual? Is that actual?
Coffee Meets Bagel's huge and like
Is he lying?
like
I can't-
the
No,
States.
we've talked about
Like,
this
actually,
on all
like-
the podcasts.
Like
I've been on.
California or something like that, like Coffee Meets Bagel, huge. Anyways, when you get into those social media apps, you talk to that person for like a couple of days, and then boom, you're giving out fucking Facebook, Instagram, here's my fucking cell phone number, text me. That's on you. You fucked up. Okay? You fucked up.
So you're telling me here
This-
that I fucked up because he got my social media handles.
Who gave him out first?
I added him to Instagram. He added me to Facebook.
Okay.
But we talked for about a month and a half
Okay.
Oh wow.
because he was in treatment and also it was COVID.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
So, and like, I don't know, he was just really nice, really like affectionate, like in the way that he was talking. You know how some people are, right? And I don't know, we had a lot of fun. Are you saying that you are?
Hello!
I don't like to brag, but well, yeah, I do. I'm walking the door.
Hello there. No. Yeah, so we had talked for a while, so we had like some kind of connection, but then all of a sudden it was just like gone. But like if you lost interest, like just tell me.
Yeah.
Right? So I finally just like deleted him. I'm like, I don't know what this is
Like, guys
about.
aren't gonna tell you though. That's the thing.
But like say something.
So I mean, yeah, that's like a respectful.
I don't know.
joke.
Maybe it was because I was like I was poking holes in the excuses he was trying to say, and then he was just like, "Fuck, I don't know what else to say." Because he tried I just don't have a whole lot of time to like organize my
Yeah.
stuff before I go back to work because he doesn't work in town. Like during the week, he lives out of town, so he has to go back to work like mid-July at this point.
You
So
come out of rehab though. I feel like you got a lot of time on your hands,
yeah, he was still off for a couple weeks, right?
right?
Yeah, this was like in June, like end
Okay.
of June.
So realistically, stage 2 was kind of like for me, anyways, was like June 12th, like going back to work.
Mm-hmm.
So anything like before that or even after that, it should have been set in stone. Like you're doing it. Like not a lot of things are going on,
No.
right?
Yeah, he was off for several weeks before he had to go back to work, and like once he had like gotten out of treatment, so it made no sense. But then he said the whole, I shouldn't be jumping into something so soon, right after I got out, which is true. Technically, they're not like if you're in like addictions treatment, you're not supposed to jump right into something so soon. But he shouldn't have been like facilitating a relationship the whole time he was in there,
No.
trying to get to know someone and calling them babe, and I can't wait to spend all this time with you.
There's
And
a fucking player, eh?
Well, that's
He's a player.
Yeah, well, I think for I don't know, I can only speak from my own experience, but I think it's tough. It doesn't really occur to some dudes to just fess up and just say either the spark got lost or that like they kind of came to the realization. Maybe for all we know, he actually came to the realization, maybe I shouldn't jump into this. But then again, he made the profile. But anyways, regardless, it's for some I don't know why. why dudes do that? Like
Yeah.
they'll make just generate excuses. Again, I've done that before, and I'll think why the fuck? Like looking back, I'm like that makes no sense. You know what I mean? Like it's like, but at the same time, it's like it doesn't occur to you to. It's not a nice thought to just come clean and just say like what's really going on. Because I don't know, I guess it's embarrassing, but at the same time, it's like you're always better off with just telling the truth.
Why is it embarrassing though?
I don't know. Like
that's weird, man.
It is weird. Like
I don't get it.
No. But at the same, but hey, that's fucking human condition, and that's the dating world.
Okay, so like we've heard, heard about like Sam's dating world. Like I'm interested to hear about your
Jesus
dating world.
Christ.
We don't talk about this a lot.
No, because
to be honest,
because it's non-existent right now.
So why?
Well, we were talking about the self-esteem thing. So
continue with that, and then we'll get Sam's opinion. After.
Sure.
Maybe she can give you some advice.
Maybe.
I think you'd. Yeah.
I'm hoping for that.
Yeah, I can tell. Yeah.
I want to know.
Did you hear how you pushed that? Maybe she can give you some advice.
Like giving me the eye, like you better have.
You better fix this guy like he's.
This guy better get into a fucking orgy by the end of the night. If not, we're all fucked.
But I don't know if my advice is going to be good because I'm obviously still single. So what can I say that's going to work?
Well, it could be the guy's problem, right?
Yeah.
James, genuine soul.
We'll find out.
It's okay. I'll try to help. Okay,
all right,
let's hear it.
James, do your thing.
Well, can I ask right away? What in your opinion? What's better, Bumble or Tinder?
See, this changed for me recently. I have always been Bumble because just the quality of people are better.
Fair enough.
Tinder, I feel like, is a little sketchy.
Yeah.
But I hate having to be the one to initiate all the conversations.
Welcome to our fucking hell.
So I'm back on Tinder. Well, not now, but I was, like, recently. And I was like, this is so refreshing. It's going to be so nice to have people message me. Not a single soul sent me a message that I matched with.
On what? Bumble?
On Tinder.
On Tinder.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So I literally said in my profile, I have to start all the conversations on Bumble. I'm not doing it here. So let's go.
That's actually
not a single conversation.
I've actually read a couple of really good profile, like the heading. I don't remember them right now, but I remember getting a couple of chuckles out of them.
Yeah.
So with me, like right now, so I got out of a relationship. Oh gosh, that was over probably about a year ago now. Like it's crazy when I think about it. So I was in a relationship for about a year, and then we ended up breaking up because number of reasons, but it just wasn't working. Mm-hmm. And then I kind of realized that I need to take some time for myself, kind of discover myself, which sounds cliche, but at the same time, it's like, oh, no one. I get now why people say that because I'm not really sure where I'm going in life, and this is all pre-COVID, right? So then COVID hits, and I'm already dealing with some shit, and the gym's closed down. I can't go to the gym. I start gaining weight. Like there's the one thing I am so self-conscious of is my weight, like my body composition. Mm-hmm. That's something I've always been self-conscious of. When I'm in the zone and I've been going to the gym and I'm watching what I eat, it's great. I'm on cloud 9. But yeah, so lately the COVID, the COVID 15, whatever they're calling it, quarantine 15. I got hit with that pretty good, and so now it's just like I'm just focusing solely on just kind of getting myself back on my feet. So I haven't even gone anywhere near dating apps or anything like that. I'm just like, no, like there's no, I can't see myself doing well because I can't focus on it because I'm just focusing on, I can't help but focus on myself. Like I'm just so self-conscious about things, and I just don't have the, just don't really have the confidence to go into it. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
But
what can he do to gain the confidence, Sam?
Well, I think that you're doing the right thing and not going out and like looking for like the reassurance in someone else, right? And
100%.
Trying to get like your self-esteem raised that way.
Yeah.
It could be really easy to do that, right? Find someone who can give you a whole bunch of compliments, because then what could happen is as soon as that goes downhill, you will automatically personalize it and assume that it's something to do with you and like your weaknesses. Probably, right? So whatever you are feeling the least confident about yourself, right? If it's your weight or whatever it is, you're going to assume, okay, this person lost interest in me because of that. And it's going to send you deeper into that kind of downward spiral.
That has 100%. I'm pretty sure that's where my obsession, like I would call it an obsession with my weight came from, was like, I think it was like legit the first time I ever got, the first time I got shot down, I automatically assumed it was because of my weight. And this is back in the day when I was, well, you knew me. I was a porker.
Stupid. You're a good-looking guy, but if I was a girl, I'd be all over you.
I thought you were fucking calling me stupid. You're a porker and you were stupid. Like, oh, thanks, Dawsey. Thanks, buddy. Though I appreciate that. But yeah, so yeah, that's definitely where it stemmed from. But it's funny you mentioned you brought something up earlier. But I, for the longest time, I think like all through high school, I felt really I really felt bad about myself. Like I just had no self-esteem again. But it was because like everyone else was in a relationship. They were like everyone had a significant other. None of them lasted because it's high school. But I felt like less of a person because I didn't have that to validate me. I didn't have a relationship or a fling to validate me, and that's why I associated those two things.
Yeah.
Which is, like you said, you cannot rely on someone else to give you your sense of self-worth. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work that way. And if it does work, it's temporary, and it's going to end up biting you in the ass later on in life. You know what I mean? So.
I don't know that.
No, you would no. This conversation doesn't really pertain to you, does? You just keep doing what you're doing.
You're a special breed over there.
Special breed.
That's what people tell me.
Hey, look! Imagine that.
I don't know why, but people tell me.
I feel like things don't faze you.
No, I don't really give a fuck.
Don't.
That's the thing.
That's the one thing. And again, this is the one thing that I
DGAF.
I was just gonna say IDGAF.
Yeah, DGAF. That's what I live my life by.
don't give a fuck. Yeah.
DGAF. Don't give a fuck.
I try to.
Yeah.
It's fake.
It's what?
It's fake.
Not me.
I try to come across as like, I don't give a fuck, but I definitely do.
You just can't, though. That's the thing. Like, everything that we've talked about, man, you just fucking go balls to the wall.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck what people think? Right?
It's true, though.
It's hard to do. Trust me, it's hard to do. It's taken a lot of time. For
unless you're Dawes.
To get that way.
Unless you're Corey.
Trust me, man. Like, fuck. Like, it was a tough... It was a tough go for a bit.
But here's the thing. So he's always been that way, though. Like, from the moment... Like, he was always, like, the one that was so polarizing, and he was out there, and if you did give a shit, you didn't show it because... Like, that's the one thing, and this is the only compliment I'll ever openly say about him. Like, I don't like to say it often.
It's a slippery slope.
It's a very slippery slope.
Go into the mic more.
Have you seen the size of that goddamn ego, like that head filled with ego? Yeah, I know.
Keep talking.
Oh, fucking guy. But yeah,
it's getting sexy.
But that's the one thing. See, this is what you should do. Just compliment the hell out of them. And call them Dawsey. But you know, he's always had this his personality has always been very, like, unapologetically him. Despite whether people like him or not, he's just him. And despite his quirks, and, like, if you look at him at first glance, you know, yeah, exactly. But that's the quality that he's got going for him.
Special.
Yeah, he's special, all right. But that's a good quality he's got going for him. Yeah. He's just so he's I hate using the word confidence because it's so overused, I feel like.
Yeah, I don't like that too much.
I don't like it either, but for lack of a better word, I would say confidence because, yeah, you're just you.
Is that a good thing, Sam? Like, to have, like, a guy to have, like, a lot of confidence?
Confidence, but not cockiness.
Yeah.
So, again, that's a slippery slope, right? I like confidence.
Describe the two. Like... Go in depth here.
Oh, there was this other guy I dated probably within the last, like, 6 months, and he came across as cocky because he just, anytime, like, we'd go out and he, like, had to say how he knew everyone, and he had so many stories to tell, and, like, I think at one point he literally, like, he wanted to tell me about his sleeve tattoo, and he actually took his arm, like, out of his long sleeve shirt. Like, you know, and to do that, you had to actually, like, take off half your shirt to, like, tell me the story of his sleeve. And it was just like, I didn't actually ask.
Oh, don't mind my abs here. All these abs, yeah.
There was a
100%
shirt
mine.
underneath.
Oh.
But
What
it
was the
just-
tattoo of? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was a sleeve, so there was like all kinds of things. But he had like this whole story, and I felt like it was almost rehearsed. Like, is this just what you do like on first dates? Like, this is so weird to me. It just, everything he did kind of came across as like cockiness. Like, we were like leaving the place that we were at, and he like purposely had to like stand by the bar to try to get someone's attention, just to be like, hey, like, see you later, just to like point out that like he knew this person.
But he didn't.
He did, but the person was
Oh.
busy, and I'm like, can we not just go? Like, this person obviously doesn't want to talk to you.
Right.
Like, I don't know, it was weird, but even like over the few times we saw each other, it was the same kind of thing. Like,
Right.
it was just this cockiness that kind of came off of him when he talked to other people, but even like when he was telling me stories, like they were almost like rehearsed. Like, he was excited to like tell me this story. Like, it made him seem really cool.
No,
I wouldn't know. You wouldn't know what that's all about.
That's true. No, I'm not. I'm not that rehearsed though, man.
No, you're not. That's
and
true.
to be honest, like,
Sometimes I wish you were more rehearsed because some of the shit you say is like, you should probably think about the stuff, but then again, you wouldn't be used
People
to
tell me that all the time, but
no, but like honestly, like if I were to go out or something like that, like with a girl, like on a date, like it just everything happens so like natural.
yeah.
Like I don't force things. Like
Yeah.
if I know the person and they come up and start chatting with me or whatever, like that's it. Like I'm not like texting the person and be like, hey, like come over in like 5 minutes. Like we'll, I gotta impress this girl. Like I'm not doing that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
It just happens.
Yeah, dude was definitely fishing. I feel like he was like just trying to like fish for like compliments and like validation.
Wow,
kind of
you're
thing.
so cool.
But
Like,
here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. So when I first started, like when I first got the balls to start going out, like actually asking people out on dates. I would do that as well, but I was only doing it because I didn't know what else to do. I was like, okay, how do I come across? How do I put my best foot forward, shall we say? And so that for I remember, oh God, like looking back, I was so confused as to why they weren't interested all of a sudden. But now looking back, it makes total sense because when you're just talking about yourself and talking about, oh yeah, look at all, like if you're just listing off like qualities about yourself, it's good to have qualities, but it's like that's just like there's no chemistry there. You know what I mean? It's so one-sided.
for sure.
Like-
I used to really hide like my quirky side or like the odd things that I liked, or I'd try to be like, just pretty standard, and I wouldn't let the weird side of me come out until like they really got to know me. But I think with this last person, he made me feel really comfortable, and I don't know if it's because we talked for so long before we met.
That's probably it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He made me feel so comfortable, and he seemed really comfortable with me. Like, even the stuff that we were talking about, and like even on our date, like we were playing like Would You Rather. Like, would you rather like really bizarre things, like the kind of things like, would you rather have penises for fingers or vaginas for ears? Like that kind of thing. Like just and like laughing.
Can we take a moment to consider this?
I love playing Would You Rather, so can we play?
But that's really good though. Like that's
But like
an
we
awesome.
were both laughing,
Yeah.
and like I was telling him about like the weird things about me, and like even though they weren't necessarily things he was into, I felt okay being myself and like showing kind of the quirks and like kind of the things that make me different than maybe every other kind of standard girl, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe I showed too much of that side, maybe not.
I think like you should show that side of you. Like you should be comfortable with like showing your quirks. Obviously, you don't like overshare everything about yourself, but like you definitely don't have to go in with this mindset that you need to be perfect.
Yeah.
Because that's like there's so many reasons. Number one is you could come off as just like an arrogant, cocky person, but also, let's say the date goes well. Okay, great. They know this fake persona that you've put on, or this what's the word I'm looking for? This like refined persona that you've put on, but it's not really you. You know what I mean? And I think one thing we should keep in mind is that if you show those quirky or show more of your weirdness or the things that make you unique, shall we say, even if they're weird or quirky, if you put those forward, sure, you may turn some people off, but you're going to make some really good connections with people. You know what I mean? So that's that makes sense to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I tried to do that.
Yeah.
I did that probably like on my last couple dates. I just kind of was like unapologetically me, right?
Right.
I'd rather be that. I'm comfortable being that. Not like, and again, yeah, not oversharing, not getting into real like personal stuff, but yeah. And then I found like I was learning kind of other things about the other person that that maybe I wouldn't normally, right? Just based on kind of the conversation that was coming up because of it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And again, but that's good. Like the conversation should organically flow. Like that's why I really like that would you rather, but like don't be afraid to make it weird, you know. Don't be afraid to take it to like a level where it's like if people heard you from like the next table, they'd kind of be like, what the hell's going on there? Like that's to me that's like when a date goes really well.
We were laughing pretty hard. I just love would you rathers.
So I gotta ask though, did you go with the penis fingers or did you go with the vagina?
Vaginas for ears, because then you could at least cover them. Like my hair.
No, that's true. That's true. I knew a guy back in college
who had penises for fingers.
Well, no, that was like one of his fantasies. His name was Mitch, and it was, oh my god, I love him because he was very openly gay.
Okay.
And in fact, his nickname, he proudly said, my nickname is Big Gay Mitch, or that was like one of his handles on social media.
Right.
But I remember because we lived on the same floor in our dorm, right? Mm-hmm. And I remember we were all drinking one time. And I love him because me and him would talk shit to each other, like just the whole time, just like it's like, oh, look who's here to ruin the fucking party. It's like, oh, the party's already ruined because you're fucking here. But yeah, just the one time he's just like, you know, it'd be great if I just had fingers for like if I just had dicks for fingers. And I'm like, that I can see you wanting that, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, I see a reason behind the vaginas for
yeah,
ears.
you gotta really think about it.
Yeah.
Sometimes with the would you rathers, it can reveal a lot about a person.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
I got a really good one.
What was? Did you have any other good ones that?
So this one, I don't think I said this one to the person, but I've done this one with friends before. I heard this on another podcast. Are you ready for this one, Corey?
Oh fuck!
What are you doing, by the way?
Let's get into it. Let's fucking go. It's fucking go time.
Can you sit down?
I had to pee. I had to get up and go pee.
Oh man, you are.
Stella's go through you.
Yeah, they did.
All over the place.
Especially when you've had 9 of them before.
Exactly. So yeah, let's get
I don't
into
know.
the game.
Maybe this one's taking it too far. Maybe I got to run this by producer Hoppy before we do.
Have you heard this podcast?
Producer Hoppy.
You know that.
Fuck.
Yeah, that saying doesn't really apply. Maybe this is going too far. Yeah, no, you're on the right fucking podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
You're thinking that.
Okay.
There's a lot more shit there.
No, let it fly.
Let's go.
Okay. Yeah. So, would you rather eat a dead baby?
Yes.
All right, so Hop, next week we're
Absolutely.
I'm never being asked back.
Okay, yeah, go on.
Would you rather eat a dead baby and have no one know that you did? Or not eat a dead baby and have everyone in the world think that you did?
I saw that coming.
I want everyone to know that I ate a dead baby.
I
Why
saw that
would you
coming
want
too.
that?
I don't know. I think it would trend. Like I feel like
Trending on Twitter.
Yeah, like I want to be like a number one, like Twitter feed.
Like you'd probably go to jail.
I mean,
it's cannibalism.
yeah, people know, right? Obviously, like people know.
But think of the followers.
That's what you just said. You want everybody to know.
Yeah.
But you didn't actually do it. But everyone in the world thinks that you did.
Everyone thinks you ate a dead baby.
And now they're judging you for it.
But man, think of the clout though. Think of the clout.
The clout's pretty good.
Yeah.
You'd be probably famous for it.
Yeah.
Like people would know you, like Luca Magnotta style.
Yeah, and that guy's a fucking gem, eh?
You'd have your nickname.
Nothing wrong with what he did.
What was
Like Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy?
Yeah, you're the
Huge fan.
Yeah, you're the baby eater. That's what you are. They have like Boston Bomb where they have like the baby eater. There's your face.
That's me.
Everyone has like a serious mugshot. You got that stupid fucking look on your face, like.
No, I want everyone to know. Yeah, if I can get a little bit of stardom. Yeah.
So this is interesting because most people say no, like oh my god, like I could never do it, and then they're okay with people knowing, right? Because they're like, I gotta stand by my morals. I could never like eat a baby, even like if it's dead, even if it's just a bite, right? But you're like, no, Not like I don't want to eat a dead baby, and that's why I wouldn't do it. You're like, I want everyone to know so I could be famous for it.
I think it just goes to show he actually has a really big heart. He just can't stand the idea of eating a baby, so he'll take the bullet.
I think I would have to do the other one. I think I would have to eat it. So then no one would know, because like you wouldn't be able to work anywhere. You'd go to jail. Like,
Isn't it?
People would judge you.
Think about it though. Like you don't have to worry about what you're gonna do for Saturday night. You don't have to worry about.
Oh my God!
You don't have to worry about
look
meals.
at the glass half full.
You don't have to worry about
Christ,
meal
man.
plan or anything like that. Like you know what you're getting yourself into, right?
You don't have to wait until it's 18 years old. To blah 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 blah.
Man.
Oh my God!
It's a fucking. Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, fucking anything goes on this fucking podcast.
For sure.
I had a good point though. Isn't it fucked though how we would rather eat a dead infant than risk having our name dragged through the mud, like our social status? Isn't that kind of fucked though when you think about it? Like you'd rather eat a child. I don't know if I'd actually be able to do it. Like I say it so casually, like, I'd definitely eat the baby. I'd eat the baby. Yeah. But it's just like, okay, put it in front of me. I'm like, oh fuck, maybe I'll take the ladder.
Where did we land on before with the fucking dick fingers or vagina?
Oh, vaginas for ears.
I said vaginas for ears because I could cover it with my hair.
But let me take a wild guess, Dawes, and say that your answer would be.
I was peeing at the time.
Right.
So what was the outcome with this? Like, what was the?
We didn't have a thorough discussion. We ended up talking more about like dating and having these types of conversations on dates.
Yeah.
Also, by the way,
this is why I'm single.
Before I forget, I have a good would you rather. But
Okay,
let's continue this thought about the dick fingers then.
So yeah, that was my answer. What about you guys?
Well, I'm with you. With the. I see the logic behind the vaginas for ears.
But you have short hair, so like that same logic doesn't.
Can you see my ears right now? I have headphones on.
That's true.
Exactly. So,
you could grow your hair too.
I am actually growing my hair. I didn't tell you this, by the way.
I'm so lost.
I'm growing my hair out. And it's not just to spite you, by the way. It's my. You had the flow when we were 8 years old. I want the fucking flow now.
Yeah, you get the flow.
This is where I shine.
Yeah, you do you.
Yeah, okay.
You do you, boo.
I think I know what your answer would be, Corey.
What?
You want the penises
You
for
want the
fingers.
dick fingers.
Oh, 1,000,000%.
You would have 10 of them.
Oh, yeah.
You'd be in your
Can we
world.
add the feet to it?
Ew. And with the feet.
Can I just say, I don't understand feet fetishes.
Ugh.
Why?
It's just,
Feet are the worst.
Yeah, they're disgusting.
For
I hate them so much.
like sexual pleasure?
Yeah.
Or even
feet
in general.
Feet in general are just gross.
They're fucking feet. Just get over yourself and enjoy the night ahead.
No, if there's
I don't understand.
If there's two things I don't want to associate with sex, it's feet and food. Mm-hmm. I don't understand. Let me guess. You love? Have you?
Combine the both.
Have you done you've eaten shit off of someone, haven't you?
Like
you've eaten
literally shit?
No, not literal shit. Well, I wouldn't put that past him either.
Producer Hops, he's like, yeah. That's what he's
You want to try a Cleveland steamer? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you've
way to take it to another level,
dude. This whole have you listened to the podcast? For
I
the
know,
past
but you
5
just
minutes?
you just upgraded it big time.
Sorry.
Editing out.
Producer Hop.
Yeah.
Okay, what was your would you rather?
Oh yeah.
You came up with?
So would you rather watch would you rather watch a sex ed video, starring your parents, or watch it with your parents?
With.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Would you? Why?
Of course, he needs everything repeated.
Would you rather watch a sex ed video, starring your parents, or with your parents?
So, like watching it with them, they're not in it.
Or don't forget, it's a sex ed video. If that helps at all, it's not a porno. Like there's nothing intimate about it. It's just strictly for education purposes.
Like, who's in the video?
Depends on what fucking answer you pick.
If you pick the first one, your parents are in it, providing the education.
And if you don't, if you're watching with your parents, then it can be anyone.
But your parents are sitting there with you while you're watching.
I'm probably gonna watch it with them.
That's what I said.
Wow, he actually did a normal answer.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm probably gonna watch it with them. But I don't know why.
I know why, because you don't want to watch a video of your parents fucking.
Well, you said it was educational.
It is educational, but like...
But like educational sex ed videos don't show that.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy. It looks like you have something in your pocket. Oh, it's just my keys.
Maybe the answer was a sex tape. I don't remember, but still.
Do you remember those videos?
Or you heard that?
No, I heard that.
Do you remember those videos back in high school?
Oh my god, the worst acting.
Yo.
Those were the best acting, though.
Yo.
Like little Jimmy, like I said, like a girl's like talking to him by his locker, and then he's like got a little boner going on, and then he reaches in his pocket, and the girl's like, "Oh, like what are you doing, Jimmy? I'm just trying to find my fucking keys." And he's trying to do the whole uptuck thing.
And it turns out to be like a Mentos commercial, like Mentos, the fresh maker.
Oh, those are weird.
But do you remember Bubble Boy? Do you remember the movie Bubble Boy back in the day?
Oh yeah.
With Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah.
And he wakes. He's got there's the one. Have you seen Bubble Boy?
Yeah.
Yeah. The scene where he wakes up. You and me pissed ourselves laughing at this scene. We were watching it, and the scene where he wakes up and he's got morning wood for the first time, and he doesn't know what the hell it is, so he's like all scared and shit. So he grabs a foam bat and just fucking smacks himself.
Really?
Yeah, do you remember that?
part.
Dude,
I don't remember that.
we were on the floor rolling, and we rewinded it and played it back like at least 5-6 times.
Did I ever tell you the story of when I first masturbated?
No, do we have to hear it?
You don't have to. We can just bypass this whole thing. That
I mean, this
just
is
said.
your show, so if you want to tell
I was
it.
gonna say I'm afraid to say this, but you have the reins here.
I may
bud.
not be back.
Yeah.
That's okay. I got my sign. I'm good to go.
We don't need you.
I don't really
Pretty
give a
sign.
fuck. I don't give a fuck what happens after. To be honest.
Quite frankly, to be honest, we were trying to say weird shit to actually get you to leave, but you've stuck in there pretty good.
You've done good, so you might as well stay through this. And I'm not gonna lie, Sam. We were actually, I think we're at the same party when I told this story in front of people.
I probably blocked it out.
I'm really glad he said we were at the same party when I told this story. Like
when I did this.
when I did this,
We had a friend that worked at Mark's, and we went to a house party one time. And
Wait. Are you telling me the first time? Sorry to interrupt, but you're telling me the first time you ever masturbated was when you were working at Mark's? No. We were old. Like
Is this a separate? Did you work at Mark's?
no,
Oh.
but like I remember when he worked at Mark's, and we were at an age. I don't remember specifically, but we were at an age where I'm pretty sure we had all fucking masturbated at that point.
No, I think he's saying like when he first told this story.
Sorry.
like I had a good crowd in front of me. Like I probably had like, I don't know, 5-8 people in front of me,
That's
and
a
I was
pretty good
telling the
crowd.
story.
Whose house was this?
If there's any time to tell a masturbating story, it's when you have an audience.
I'll say the name, and I know I'm 100% right.
Okay.
It was our buddy Wes.
I don't know any, but
Not clicking.
No, I know who Wes is, but
No, I know.
like this.
Okay.
I don't remember the story.
Okay, so we're at this party one time at Wes's house, and we were drinking, and I was sitting. It was a beautiful outlook, right? Like I had the back window behind me. You could see a very good look of like Peterborough behind me.
right.
And I'm sitting there, and all these, like, I'm telling this story, and all these people started, like, joining around me. And it was the first time I masturbated. And people were interested in it.
Were they though?
Is that
I
right?
don't know if they were interested, like, forced to, like, hear it, but I thought I did a pretty good job of, like, telling the story.
Okay.
So, it was before a hockey game. Keep that in mind. And
You didn't.
I was downstairs
Age.
at my old house.
Oh yeah, age. What? How old?
Age.
How old?
Age. Oh my god.
Actually, I don't even remember the first time.
Grade.
I don't remember the first time I don't remember the first time I.
I'm gonna
did
say
it.
like. How old are you in like grade 7?
We would be 13. 13 going
12 or
on. No,
13.
12 going on 13.
Yeah. You see, okay, so I want to say another thing. Like producer Hop, sitting down on a stool. Now he gets up and super interested in this. Hey,
He's ready
in
to
the
tackle
background,
you when this
like
goes
he's,
too far.
He's good to go, right? Like he wants to know.
He's got the phone out. He's gonna record this shit.
I've actually just got a question. When you keep saying masturbate, are you talking like actually pulling it, or like the typical 10-year-old kid that just humps everything in the house.
Oh, well.
Most boys, I don't know about you, Sam.
Let me tell
Most
you.
boys actually pull the whole, hump the couch cushion
Right.
idea before they get to actually pulling the
Oh,
bowling
yeah,
type
well,
thing.
if
So,
I had a
you know what I mean?
fucking-
So
if I
I
had a
wouldn't
couch
consider my
cushion-
first masturbation being actually pulling it, if you know what I mean.
Okay,
Because of
well.
And you see, I would consider my first. I would consider my first pull. That's what masturbation is. But
So, the first time I did it, I was watching Boy Meets World.
So erotic.
I know exactly where you're going with this.
Right?
You're thinking.
Topanga,
Topanga.
right?
Topanga.
So I'm watching Topanga and I was like, oh shit, like I'm starting to get these fucking feelings.
Our
in me,
childhood
right?
crush, second only to Kimberly from Power Rangers.
Yes, well that's a different story for another podcast. We'll get to that.
That's the first time I experienced an erection. What the
But
fuck
I'm
is this?
about to go play hockey and I'm watching Boy Meets World. I'm downstairs at my old parents' house,
Yep.
and I just whip it out. You know what the first thing I do?
I sat on that fucking futon with you.
No, I get off the futon, man. Like I'm gonna do another futon. Like I'm not a fucking amateur.
Really? What else?
So I get up and I start, for some reason, I have no idea why I started doing this, but it felt really good. I start humping my TV stand.
Ew, why?
I don't know!
Why the TV stand, not
I
a pillow?
have no clue. It was cold. It just felt right.
Because that's a really great feeling against your dick is a cold piece of steel.
For some reason,
Remember,
it just...
he has no experience right now.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
He doesn't know what warm or cold is. Right now, this just feels good.
It just feels good.
Producer Hot, thank you for that.
Fair
So
enough, fair
I
enough.
start doing that, and then after that I was like, okay, here we go, and then boom, done. And honestly, it was the best feeling I've ever witnessed in life.
Witnessed. You didn't witness it. You experienced
I was
it.
there, so I witnessed it.
Well, you experienced it.
Well, I experienced and witnessed it. I saw the outcome of it. Like,
So how do you feel about TV stands when you see them now?
Like,
Do you go to the brick and you're just like, wow?
Yeah, just like
I just go in and sit down and sample everything.
yo, he's not allowed in the brick anymore. I bet you
What
can
about
understand
Leon's?
why.
I go to Leon's next, and I'm like, oh, cool, Leon's. Yeah, love this place. It's bringing back some memories.
He got hired on. Mark's is no other appliance store would take it.
Right? But yeah, man, that was a fucking great time.
I see here you used
First
to.
time you masturbated.
I see here you used to work at Leon's. Do you have a reference? No, they won't.
I
no.
can't give that, man.
Don't worry about
I
that.
could never do that. Or like Wet Dreams.
Yo, okay, so first off, and by the way, Sam,
Dude,
we're
women
gonna have to
get
get yours.
dreams?
We need to get your first time.
Dude, women,
Yeah, we'll get
dude,
you.
women,
Just obviously so you don't feel left out, you know.
Oh
That's-
yeah, I feel like really left out right now.
I hope it involves a TV stand.
Yeah, she's flipped it upside down. But yo, I remember. And she had 3 other friends with her, so they could each share a leg. But no,
You're a dirty man.
But legit, I remember that feeling of I don't know why I'm doing this, but it feels fucking good. Yo, I remember when I finished, I was freaked the fuck out.
Oh, yeah?
I was so freaked out, dude. I was like, I've never seen it do that before.
Same.
Yeah.
New.
I was scared.
Like, I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah.
Do you think it was a medical issue?
No, because I knew what had happened. I didn't think it was a medical issue, but I knew, like, the second it happened, I'm like, oh, I know what's going on here, because, like, we had just, like, this is, like, fresh. This is when we just had our first sex ed class, like, back at that age, right? So we knew all about, like,
I was getting going because there was an old lady teaching it. I'm like, perfect.
oh my god. Fuck, dude. Wait, who did? I don't want to name drop in this.
Miss Castle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she was a sweetheart.
Oh, she was a sweetheart, but then she didn't know what she was getting herself into.
No, she didn't.
What she was going to create at the time.
Oddly enough, she
Talking to me.
retired after us. But they just won't stop making jokes. But yeah, so that was our first time. Sam, when was your first time?
I'm not gonna share that.
Yeah, you don't want to share that.
Really?
No one wants to.
You know what? I don't even want to fucking hear it. I think it's disgusting.
No.
You're so full of shit.
He's like, damn,
You're a fucking liar.
She's not telling the story.
So
I honestly don't even know, to be honest.
No?
No.
Do you remember the first time?
Well, first there's
That's
a lot.
what you just asked, and I just
No,
said it.
I mean like first time. You
Oh my god.
know?
What?
See, wouldn't you retire if you're a sex ed teacher after listening to this?
Like first time, yeah.
Of what?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
No, we don't. That's the problem. Are you talking about a V card? When she lost her V card?
Yeah.
Oh.
You don't have to give specific details. We'll go around the room and we'll
Do you
talk
want
about
age?
it. I don't. I mean,
Yeah. Oh,
sure.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
was a
have
late
age.
bloomer.
Okay.
I bet you I was.
20.
You're kidding. Wow.
I think I'm in the same boat as you. By the way. Yep. I'm pretty sure I was 19 or 20.
Sam, yeah.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's it.
Oh. 20.
It was actually, like, it wasn't, like, a bad time. It was
Romantic?
someone I was seeing. Yeah.
It was romantic?
Mhm.
Nice.
He
James?
made me dinner before.
Ooh.
What do you cook?
Nice.
I think it was pasta.
Oh.
Shrimp Alfredo?
No, I don't eat
Def-
shrimp or seafood.
What?
Ugh.
Wait, by choice?
Yeah.
Because I'm someone who can't eat seafood, but not by choice because I have an allergy.
No.
Oh my god.
Only, like,
I had so much
fried fish. Like, you know, like fish and chips.
Oh, fish and
Because of
chips.
the batter?
Fish and chips is good, but like.
That's it. That's all.
Oh my god. I had so much respect for you when you held the sign. Now just oh god. But yeah, no, I was 20. I'm pretty sure I was 20 as well. But can I tell you the time that my roommate lost his V card, and it was like one of the funniest things ever. We'll call him. Let's call him. Oh god, I don't know. Let's call him Dennis. Like he was a super sweet guy. So I was 24 at the time. He was 18. Like, and he like looked up to me for a lot of stuff. He was my roommate, and we were in the same college program. But I remember me and a couple of friends who are girls. We're just like, yeah, we're gonna hook Dennis up with our friend. She thinks he's really cute and he's a nice guy and all that. I'm like, oh yeah, it sounds good. Now at the time, I had been seeing this girl. And it was a fling. And when we would be, fooling around in my room, we'd be kind of, she'd be a little loud. And the next day I'd always ask like Dennis, like, I'm sorry if you heard any of that. Like, and he'd always be like, no, I didn't hear anything. Nope, didn't hear anything. Like, oh, she was over last night? I didn't even tell. But I remember I was playing my PlayStation in my room, and this girl had come down, went into Dennis's room, and I was like, okay, cool, this is nice. And I'm playing my PlayStation.
This is nice.
This is all cool. And fuck. And I was playing my PlayStation, and I just hear this, and then I just hear, oh, Dennis, and I literally just put my control down, and I went to my other friend's room. I was like, yeah, Dennis is having sex, and I can hear everything. Can I stay in here for a while? She's like, yeah, you can.
You watched?
What? No, I had a hidden camera.
Oh.
Yeah, I had the hidden camera.
Yeah, so you watched it after.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
It might still be on Pornhub right now as we
Really?
speak. Yeah.
I think Corey thinks you're serious.
Dennis the Menace is what I call it. But yeah, so Dawsey, your first time. Wait, I know your first
It
time.
was probably like 11.
Yo, dude, you want to hear? So young. Yo, do you want to hear what this kid did to me?
What?
It's the worst transition I've ever heard of in my life.
Poor choice of words.
You did this. You brought this on.
You said we were playing doctor, goddamn.
You were practicing.
Oh my god. I pick your words carefully, kids. But on New Year's, you invited me over, and the girl, your first girlfriend, at the time, I didn't, and I was young and stupid. I didn't realize I didn't realize the concept. I didn't know the concept of a third wheel at the time. But I remember coming over, and you hyped it up so much. You're like, yeah, like you, me, and so we're just gonna hang out. It's gonna be great for fun on New Year's, dude. I remember watching a movie, sitting next to the futon because I didn't want to sit on the futon with you guys, and you guys are under the sheets and like fooling around and shit. I didn't realize what was going on at the time. I was just a stupid kid, just literally watching Ace Ventura. It's like, oh yeah, this is kind of boring, but just it is what it is. And I didn't realize like years later, it's like I was totally in the room while you were fucking around with your girlfriend.
Rude.
Like you invited me over just to have me there for moral support.
Just join in, don't be a bitch.
While you just fool around. I'm like, you fucking asshole.
I remember my first time, like it was.
Oh yeah, so what was your?
It was kind of. It was special. Like again, before like my masturbation, like my first masturbation, it all happens before like a hockey game.
Imagine
Weird.
that.
Yeah. So
I think your fetish is hockey. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I was thinking about the Leafs or something like that. I don't know.
Thomas Caberlet.
Yeah, like I don't know, man. Like it was.
Was it with this segment?
It was spur of the moment kind of thing, and like I said, like before a hockey game, and yeah, like that was it. Like there wasn't anything more to it. It was special because it was the first time.
And how old were you? You never really clarified. Not 11?
I'm gonna go 14.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was young. He was young when
like
he
14, kind of.
So like grade 9, grade 10?
9.
But
Like
this-
entering high school.
But this was that same girl, right? Like
more
you
than
lost-
likely, yeah, more than
You were
likely.
entering high school.
Yeah, that I did
Yeah,
it.
yeah, he's way ahead of us. Like he puts us to shame.
Like 7 years ahead.
Yeah, fuck.
Really?
Well, yeah,
I said
long?
20.
yeah. 7 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I started out as a horrible person. I think so. Like,
That's
I
when
wish
things
I
went
waited.
wrong.
I wish I waited, but I didn't. It was the heat of the moment.
Yeah, but it's not a big deal though. Like people make such a big deal of like losing your V card. It's like, yeah, whatever.
That's true.
It just is what it
Are
is.
you
Yeah.
over 100 yet?
No, I'm not over 100. I don't know if I'm close or not. I'm not there yet.
No.
Maybe one day.
Probably one day.
Like Gene Simmons kind of thing.
I don't know if anyone can do that. But
I'm not gonna match him, but
No,
yeah.
you could. I'm sure you could hit triple digits. I'm sure.
I think like before I settle down, it'll happen.
I would hope so.
I mean, it's not something to like strive for.
Yeah.
So it's okay if you don't.
No, I don't want to. Like I want to meet someone. I just feel like it's like
well, it doesn't matter because I know who you're gonna marry.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, his friend, his really close friend, who they share everything together with, and I'm not talking about Steve, by the way. she and him.
You can say the name. It's okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
Lucy.
She won't care.
Our friend Lucy.
Oh, I could see that.
Yeah,
you guys
she's-
dated before, right?
Well,
No,
yeah, like back.
did you?
Yeah.
Did you
like,
guys date?
Just like in public school, but then after that,
What?
it was like, oh, we're gonna be like really close friends right now, like best friends.
You dated you motherfucker.
And then I broke up with her over MSN.
That's mean.
Oh, it sucks.
I was a huge asshole for
She
doing
was
that.
oh fuck, she was like my second crush ever.
Aww.
And we fucking did you at no.
Does she still live in town?
No, she's in Toronto.
Oh,
she's
you
a
seem so
deal.
sad.
He is sad. He is,
I think you're right.
That's his wife. That's his future
Yeah,
wife living
I
that far away
think
from
so.
him. Yeah.
Everyone thinks so, but it's not going to happen.
It is
Why?
gonna happen.
Everyone says like, oh, like, do you have like a certain age where you get at, and then you guys just like, you know, like cut the shit.
Oh,
like,
you
cut
have the agreement?
like cut the bullshit and like you like marry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We do not have that.
You don't need that,
Our
though.
like her side of the family has like an age, and like my side of the family has an age, but for us
No,
talking about it, we do not have an age.
because you guys don't need it because it's just gonna happen.
Right.
Like the fact that you guys sleep in the same
Right.
bed and you like, oh my god, yeah, they're
Yeah, it's
getting
happening.
hitched for sure.
No.
For sure.
No. No.
No.
She
Yeah.
is a best friend, true friend.
Yo, it's gonna be before a hockey game.
As it always
And
is.
she's gonna be. Do you,
It is
do you
not
have? Do you have your jock? Yeah. Do you have your shin pads? Yeah. Do you have your stick? She's like, oh no, can you give me my stick? She's gonna hand him your stick. She's gonna hand you your stick. Your hands are gonna touch, and just sparks are gonna
It'll be
fly.
a movie.
Yeah.
Maybe
And that's gonna be the first time Dawes gets pegged. That's the story.
Whoa. That took a turn.
wow. Just when I was gonna cut everything out of this episode, you just took it.
Yeah, you ain't
gotta
cutting shit,
just
bud.
scrap this episode.
Many people
Well, it's another milestone.
Many people want Lucy on this podcast.
Why hasn't she been on?
Yeah, I'm surprised she
Again,
hasn't been on
she
yet.
lives in Toronto. It's very hard to get her over
yeah,
here,
that's true.
right? She's
Not
just,
that far.
but she just
You should probably have your future wife on.
she's
at some
just
point.
completed a course where she can actually get her like doctorate, and she's now focused all on that. Right? She wants to be a doctor, so she's doing all that. But she will come on, and when she comes on, then you can ask her all these questions.
Oh, 100%.
Okay?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, we're going to interrogate the shit out of her.
I feel that
I think
that's
you should
gonna
have all
happen.
your listeners submit questions for Lucy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
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 So
but
who's-
it's not going to happen for a while because we're pretty booked up after this for like guests. Okay?
Yeah, yeah.
So we have to make a special request to get her on what day it will be.
Oh, I was gonna ask, like, who's up next, but I guess it's probably a surprise.
What's up next? So that takes us to a Tuesday episode where hopefully we have Steve back on.
Yeah, what the hell, Steve?
Yeah, I don't wanna-
I'm pissed.
Yeah, I don't want to do these intros, man. I can't keep up with these intros.
Yeah. So when we do a cast on Tuesday, it takes some time, and then it's not posted till Thursday. So and then Saturday, for the 25th, I have a bunch of boys coming down from Montreal, and we're doing like a golf weekend.
Saturdays are for the boys.
So we're gonna do a bunch of fucking interviews there and stuff. People are gonna share some stories about me, like back in the day and stuff, and it's gonna be fucking lit. It's gonna
Nice
be
lit.
fire,
Lit.
right? Okay, so Sam, beautiful sign.
Stunning.
I can't
You're
wait.
welcome.
I can't wait for the fucking Dawes Tales world to see this. I am pumped.
That's
So,
very nice.
James, again, thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Sam, thanks for coming on,
You are
doing the
welcome.
sign. We're gonna do this again. Obviously, you're gonna be like a recurring guest, like every single fucking. I want to do it every week, but I can't. Like we're popular, eh? Like it's.
Can we- oh,
it's
God.
Like, I
Listen
don't have
to
the time to do this every week, so.
I think our
Like
listeners.
I do. Like, come on, like it's producer hobbies down my throat. You know what I mean?
He
Like,
is on it.
It's like
You're
it's.
lucky to have him, though.
Yeah, he's a
Yes,
big game changer.
It's awesome. Okay, yes. Until next time, again, until the pandemic is over, I'm always going to say stay safe. And until next time, stay safe.
Wow, that was the worst.
Hey.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
Bye.
Peace.